EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
You must be dreaming. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Choose the mic. Ready? Chance,
Watson on first down. And Thomas has it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 now from the 27. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Switch it. Check. Check out.
Watson looks to throw again. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tonight, 120. I got it. 2 times. Out. 3 down. Out. Bang, 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 bang. Hold on. Check. Watch the ship. Ship.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, I-7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We go tonight. 180. Watch the sled. Orange. Hey, check. Mike 57. Come on, D. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. You're trash.
Out of the gun. Goff. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Box drop. No. Off. Shift. Watch the shift. Value 1.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December yet. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 30 on second down, Watson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Jim, Jim, Jim.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
76. Here we go. Here we go.
On second and 11 now. Goff. He's going to air one out. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus? Tackling the runner for a loss.
They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, check. Turbo's up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there for Carolina. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Value 3. Value 3. 52.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Slam. Ric Flair.
Now Scarlett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You don't be scared of it. Check. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go. Switch.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Now Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 24. Check 24.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to him.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, 5. He's checking.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the end.
Topper!
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
49, 180. Merlin. Check. Lucky. Kill. 12. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
From the gun on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now gone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
SOS. 49, check 49. 57's Mike.
A shotgun snap for goal. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
25, check 25. Check 9. Hell no. Mike 5-4.
Here's Watson. Going to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Davidson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Get ready. The
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up. Hatchet. Yes, sir.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Going up top. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The end result, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. Big guys up front, really locked in on it. No one gets near the...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
D-line, get that quarterback. Shoot! Check four. Okay.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And some space here. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Scarlett. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jared Goff. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder, in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside of the 30. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's get it.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davidson. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Thomas has got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A throw out wide to QT, complete. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54, right there. 54. 24. I'm here all day. Let's go. Travel. Check 26. Check nickel.
Watson. He gets it to Thomas.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out